in Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, we are looking at big elections, and ahead of those elections in Jammu and Kashmir, the political temperature is soaring in the Union territory. Union Home Minister Amit Shah earlier has addressed a rally of party workers in Jammu. He rained fire on the National Conference, the Congress and the PDP. In a stinging attack on those calling for talks with Pakistan, he's also asserted that there cannot be talks with a neighbor like Pakistan till you have peace that returns to the valley. He's also slammed both the National Conference and the Congress alliance and said that the BJP will not allow NC's agenda of bringing back a separate flag and restoring Article 370.
वो कहते हैं हम पाकिस्तान से बात करेंगे। आज मैं कहकर जाता हूं, जब तक शांति नहीं होती पाकिस्तान से कोई बात नहीं होगी। जब से देश आजाद हुआ पहली बार जम्मू कश्मीर का मतदाता दो झंडे नहीं एक तिरंगे के नीचे अपना मतदान करेगा। पहली बार दो संविधान नहीं, भारत के संविधान जिसको बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ने बनाया, इसके नीचे हमारा वोटिंग होने जा रहा है। और पहली बार अभी इस पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर सूबे में कभी प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बैठ सकता। प्रधानमंत्री एक ही होता है जो कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी की जनता जिसको चुन कर भेजती है, और वो हमारे प्रिय नेता नरेंद्र मोदी जी है। नरेंद्र मोदी जम्मू कश्मीर में कांग्रेस और एनसी फिर से अलग झंडा लाने वाले हैं। 370 एनसी और कांग्रेस फिर से लाना चाहते हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी और एनसी गुर्जर, बकरवाल, पहाड़ी, ओबीसी और दलित भाइयों का रिजर्वेशन छीनना चाहती है। आप छीनने दोगे क्या?
And that attack is coming as National Conference's Omar Abdullah Alia has sparked a huge political row. Now, he says that the execution of Afzal Guru, convicted in the 2001 Parliament attack, did not serve any purpose. He's also said that the Jammu and Kashmir government would not have granted approval for the same if it was required in Afzal Guru's hanging.
See, my unfortunate thing was that the J&K government had nothing to do with Afzal Guru's execution. Otherwise, you would have had to do it with the permission of the state government, which I can tell you in no uncertain terms would not have been forthcoming.
Why?
It wouldn't have. We wouldn't have done it. I don't believe that any purpose was served by executing him. I don't.
Now, do remember, Afzal Guru was convicted for aiding and abetting the 5 terrorists who stormed the Indian Parliament on December the 13th, 2001. The attackers were killed in the encounter with security forces, and Guru's role in providing logistical support to the attackers was a key factor in his conviction. 9 people lost their lives in that dastardly attack. Now, reacting to Omar Abdullah's statement, the BJP has said that how can Omar Abdullah have a soft corner for someone who was involved in the attack on the Parliament?
वो अफजल गुरु जिसने संसद के ऊपर अटैक किया, करवाया, उस अफजल गुरु के विषय में बोल रहे हैं। छी 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 छी, मर्यादा को तार तार कर दिया। इसीलिए वो इतने कमजोर हो गए हैं कि 2 स्थानों से उन्हें चुनाव लड़ना पड़ रहा है।
उमर अब्दुल्ला जी का ये बयान सीधे सीधे सुप्रीम कोर्ट को चुनौती है। अफजल को फांसी मिली और किस लिए मिली? उसने संसद पे हमला करवाया। मुझे लगता है कि इसमें माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट को संज्ञान लेना चाहिए।
How can you justify person who attacked the parliament of the country, who was the key conspirator of the parliament of the country, and how come Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Congress party is silent on this and mum on this?
And the Congress party, which is contesting the polls in alliance with the National Conference, already has distanced themselves from that remark. The PDP on expected lines agrees staunchly.
नहीं, वो ठीक कह रहे हैं। फांसी से आप सोच को मार नहीं सकते हैं ना, जेलों में बंद करने से आप सोच को नहीं मार सकते हैं। और डेमोक्रेसी में बैटल ऑफ आइडियाज़ है, सोच को बातचीत से हल किया जा सकता है। अगर आपकी सोच और मेरी सोच में फ़र्क है, यही तो हमारी डेमोक्रेसी की सबसे बड़ी ब्यूटी है। ये होना चाहिए, मगर उसको बातचीत से हैंडल करना चाहिए। वो तो सही बात, बिल्कुल 100% करेक्ट है। उन्होंने तो फांसियाँ दिलवाई, मकबूल भट्ट की हो या किसी और की, उन्होंने दिलवाई, मगर ठीक है, देर आए दुरुस्त आए, वो समझते हैं कि बातचीत ही एक रास्ता है।
Yeah, that was very unfortunate because if you remember that his name was way down in the list, and one doesn't even understand why his name was brought up to the first number. As Umar Saab said that he had nothing to do with this. Well, probably maybe things were not privy to him, but since he was the head of the state, I think probably he should shoulder this responsibility that he should have known what is going to happen.
Why should the Congress respond on a comment made by Mr. Omar Abdullah? Does the BJP respond on every statement made by Mr. Naidu or Mr. Nitish Kumar? In that case, I want to ask the BJP, what is your comment on the promise made on Muslim reservations by Mr. Naidu? Ask them to respond first. Why should I be responsible for what my allies say? In that case, the BJP has to be, Mr. Amit Shah should, from morning to evening, start responding on the statements made by all of their allies.
All right, so the discomfort, I think, on Pawan Khera's face and his voice is clearly visible because he does not and he cannot defend what you've just heard from Omar Abdullah. Let's say good evening to Guru Prakash, the national spokesperson of the BJP, with us. Good to also have Lalit Ambadarji back with us. On the second day, we are debating what's going on in Jammu and Kashmir and the particular fear-mongering by the Abdullahs that continues. Abid Mir is representing the Congress in the show, and also a pleasure to have Nilofer Masood, who represents the National Conference, with us. She's completing our panel. Nilofer ji, we asked you this yesterday also, and see, within 24 hours, Omar Abdullah is making another comment because he doesn't just want to be in the news, he wants to ensure that this time he wins this election. It's just about winning the election. So if yesterday it was about bulldozer, Musalman khatre mein hai, today he's made this about Afzal Guru.
Yes. Dipti, the statement which has been made by the Omar Abdullah is absolutely correct, because for the reason that you know that we believe in the reformatory measures, and our constitution also supports that. Even the person who hanged Afzal Guru, he was in tears in one of the interviews, you might have also...
Nilofer ji, how can a terrorist be reformed? I don't understand. How can a terrorist be reformed?
This is our constitution which provides. This is our
for terrorists to be reformed.
No, the law which provides. What purpose could have been served? Capital punishment is itself being considered as a big crime, a crime against the humanity. Even the person, as I have said, the person who hanged Afzal Guru, he was too in tears after executing the orders of the Honorable Court.
No, Nilofer ji, why don't you accept the fact that this is not about Afzal Guru, this is about Omar Abdullah. Omar Abdullah is really scared, and that is why, you know, when he's competing with a lot of these independent candidates, with a lot of these separatist elements, he needs to, you know, come across as more aggressive than them.
He doesn't have the competition. Yes, the government is trying to have some proxy candidates, proxy detinue candidates. They are just giving them the space. And the government of India has to be very clear. The person who are fighting against Omar Abdullah, whether they are the nationalist or anti-nationalist.
Interesting that you've made that comment. Lalit, you're seeing the politics here, which is playing out. I want Guru to respond quickly before I get in both Lalit and Abid into the conversation. Guru, Omar Abdullah has been, you know, your ally. He's done business with the BJP earlier, like the PDP has also done. This was during the Vajpayee government. Now tell me something. Omar Abdullah today is really angry with you, as in the BJP also, because he says that why are you putting up your proxy candidates against Omar Abdullah, you wanting to ensure he gets defeated, and then you have a lot of these independents and these small regional parties who might win elections and you will form the government.
No, Deepti, the question is not whether the BJP wants Omar Abdullah to be defeated. The question is whether the Jammu Kashmir ki awam want him defeated or not. And that is what happened in the recent Lok Sabha polls. Umar Abdullah lost massively in Jammu and Kashmir. It sends a very strong message. But Deepti, the problem here is something different. By his statement, Mr. Abdullah is suggesting that he has no faith in the rule of law. He has no faith in the Supreme Court of India. He has no faith in the Constitution of India. Afzal Guru's matter is a well-settled matter by the apex court of our country. The matter was even reviewed. The Supreme Court took into account each and every aspect of the investigation. So where does the question arise? Is Mr. Abdullah questioning the wisdom of Supreme Court of India? Is Mr. Abdullah questioning the integrity of our Constitution of India?
Guru, why is he doing
something
this?
Which we must understand. But the larger message which is going out. No, obviously, you see, like has been observed before as well, Mr. Abdullah's family, they are a soft supporter of separatism and terrorism. In the past, we have seen. What will it lead to, Deepti? It will lead to undermining the public trust in the government. What has happened since 2019 after the abrogation of Article 370? Data suggests, and I think you'll agree with me, that terror incidents are down with more than 80% in the entire state of Jammu and Kashmir. I don't want to talk about investment, the infrastructure, the IITs, the IIMs, the tourism potential that has gone up.
Absolutely.
We have seen post 370 people coming from the highly terror affected region like Pulwama, Kupwara. We have seen the participation, the democratic participation of people from these terror infested areas more than 70%. So I think that's very encouraging. Even in the recent Lok Sabha polls, we saw the historical turnout by the people of Jammu and Kashmir. The problem is, Deepti, that Mr. Umar Abdullah thinks that he is entitled. गोपकार रोड से जम्मू कश्मीर नहीं चलेगा, जम्मू कश्मीर एक परिवार नहीं चलाएगा, जम्मू कश्मीर को जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम चलाएगी.
ठीक है, जम्मू कश्मीर को बिल्कुल आवाम चलाएगी, हर जगह बिल्कुल जनता की आवाज ही होती है जो देश चलाती है. Now, Abid, either you will have to call out Umar's bluff or people will say that you are complicit. You know, this is a good cop, bad cop strategy. You want to come across as someone who has this mohabbat ki dukaan. Rahul Gandhi will go to Jammu and Kashmir saying कि आप सब हमारे ही लोग हैं. Then you will also have a Chaudhry Lal Singh who's one of your star campaigners. Then you will also allow Umar Abdullah to make the comments that he is making. You will have to take a stand, no, somewhere.
Winning and losing is the part of election, first of all. उमर अब्दुल्ला जी ने इलेक्शन हारा है या वो आगे जीतेंगे, ये इलेक्शन का पार्ट होता है. इसमें ये नहीं, उससे पहले लोगों ने उन्हें नहीं चुना है कि अब की बार उसको लोग शायद चुन भी सकते हैं. ये आप पहले ही नहीं कह सकते हो.
नहीं, आबिद सुनिए. Abid, do you agree with the comments that he has made vis-a-vis Afzal Guru?
अलायंस का मतलब ये नहीं कि हमने अलायंस सिर्फ सीट शेयरिंग पे हुई है. एनसी ने जो कहा है, नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस उमर अब्दुल्ला, वो सब पर्सनली कहा है.
नहीं, इसमें पर्सनल क्या होता है आप बताइए. आप इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं, आप कह रहे हैं पर्सनल कमेंट है.
नहीं, लेट मी,
आवाम के सामने इस तरह का कमेंट देते हैं. इज ऑब्वियसली प्लेइंग टू अ गैलरी. ईदर द कांग्रेस अग्रीज विद दिस और यू डू नॉट. And if you do not have any principles, you have zero ideology, you make that admission today.
Let me complete. अलायंस सिर्फ शीट शेयरिंग पे हुई है. उमर अब्दुल्ला जी ने कहा है, उसके लिए उनके स्पोक्स पर्सन बैठी हुई ये जवाब दे देगी. हमें होम मिनिस्टर जी ने कहा, हम उस पर जवाब देंगे. होम मिनिस्टर जी ने सेपरेटिज्म की बात की, होम मिनिस्टर जी ने टेररिज्म की बात की. आप मुझे बताइए 370 को खत्म करने के बाद कितने टेररिज्म अटैक हुए? जम्मू में 10 से ज्यादा. पिछले ही 2 महीने की बात है, कितने सारे अटैक हुए और कितने सारे हमारे जवान शहीद हुए. उन पे उन्होंने बात नहीं की. उनको बात करनी चाहिए थी 10 साल में हुकूमत ने क्या किया जम्मू कश्मीर के, उसके ऊपर इलेक्शन लड़ना चाहिए. क्योंकि
अच्छा, और आबिद उमर अब्दुल्ला चुनाव लड़ सकते हैं अफजल गुरु के ऊपर, वो आपको मंजूर है? यू आर ओके विद दैट?
अगर प्रविया जी लड़ सकती है, जो प्रविया ठाकुर है वो लड़ सकती है, जो एक्यूज्ड थी बम में, वो लड़ सकती है, तो उमर अब्दुल्ला क्यों नहीं लड़ सकते हैं? उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
नहीं, अफजल गुरु के मुद्दे पर लड़ सकते हैं.
अफजल गुरु की बात वो पास्ट है, वो हो गया है.
नहीं, वो पास्ट है, लेकिन उमर अब्दुल्ला इज मेकिंग दिस अप अगेन.
उस चीज को मत दोहराइए.
मैं क्यों दोहराऊंगी? देखिए, अगर उमर अब्दुल्ला आपकी खुद अलाय है, वो फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर रह चुके हैं, अब आप मुझे बताइए वो इस तरह की बात करते हैं, देन ईदर यू एग्री और यू डू नॉट.
ठीक है.
You should call off your alliance. You should call off your alliance if you do not support him.
ओके. आप मुझे बताइए, जनवरी 2004 में सबसे पहले सेपरेटिस्टों के साथ किसने मीटिंग की थी? यहाँ बीजेपी के स्पोक्सपर्सन बैठे. ये
आबिद, या तो you you tell me that you're agreeing with him, that's okay. That finishes the debate. I will know your position, right? But Lalit, there is a problem. There is a problem. Any of the political party that you speak to today, it is wanting to play to the gallery. But is anyone true to the cause of what the people want? What the Awam in Jammu and Kashmir wants, Lalit?
You're being very modest when you say they are playing to the gallery. They are actually playing to the pan-Islamic sentiment that's prevailing in Kashmir. They are trying to woo the voters in the name of Islam. They are trying to woo the Muslims in the name of Kashmir. That's the fact.
Abid, please let him complete. He's just started to speak. Please listen him out.
Remember JNU that evening, Afzal Hum Sharminda Tere Qatil Zinda, who went there to support those students? Rahul Gandhi was one of them. CPIM was one of them. All these guys went to JNU to support the students in the name of freedom of expression. That's what they're going to maintain. Let me remind the Congress, when Congress was in alliance with PDP and Ghulam Nabi Azad was the chief minister, the butcher of Kashmiri Hindus, Abdul Dar, Bita Karate, right? He was released. Can you imagine what were the observations of the judge? He said, we know there are serious allegations against this man, but the prosecution has not pursued the case. And then Afzal Guru, right under this Bita Karate, right under the nose of Congress PDP administration, was received with traditional Kashmiri welcome in his locality. That is what Congress is all about. And tell me one thing. First of all, I repeat, I maintain. I said yesterday also, I said it before. As the days come closer to election day, this Islamic toxicity will increase day by day. And the day they will go on to up to the polls, or 8th October, we are heading towards a chaos. I'm afraid the government of India has walked into a trap. These people are going to use Indian constitution against India as a subversion. I mean, the subversion. You heard this PDP representative just now. You showed him on your channel, on your particular presentation. He says, "आप सोच को नहीं मार सकते." You mean you have hanged Afzal Guru, but what the mindset he had, the terrorist mindset, jihadi mindset, to blast the temple of India's democracy is you cannot kill it. That means this is likely to happen again. That means they support it. And I'm not surprised. Let me tell you one thing. I want to make it very clear. These elections, they're talking democracy, Kashmir and all that. It doesn't make any difference to Kashmiri Hindus. The worst victims of Kashmir Jihad. Can you imagine the rapists, murders and mass murders are roaming free in Kashmir today? And nobody's talking about that. They're talking, shedding crocodile tears. On you ask them, these two people sitting there, tell us what do you do to the Kashmiri Hindus who live in your neighborhood?
I think, Lalit, these are so many interesting questions and important ones that you continue to raise, I think, on all our conversations. We really appreciate and we stand with you, is what we can say. Only for the moment, Guru, Abid, Nilofer and Lalitji, thank you so much for speaking to us. We'll continue to keep this conversation alive as we move on also now to more updates.